This is downright balmy compared to last week. Let me get started on that roof up here. Conceptually, I know this is one of those jobs where you buy the full bunny suit before you sand, but I've covered up pretty well, and hopefully I live to regret not getting the full suit though. Realizing that the sanding and grinding was a little misguided. With this glue, it's definitely more of a scraping job. It's a really unfortunate thing to realize, but a fair amount of acetone and then a good putty knife will eventually get us there. Alright, yeah, Gun is changing the whole experience of removing this crap. This job just got a lot more feasible. Slowly but surely, we are making progress. After getting the board off, I'm finally with the correct size drill bit to avoid stripping that any further. A little different after some sanding. Got the really rough layer of sanding done. Gonna move on to slightly finer grit. Catch the edges last. It's looking a lot better though. See a bit of a circular effect, so getting a belt sander probably would have been smarter. This kind of crosses the grain of the wood. Might redo that with a full 60 grit, but not yet. These still look so much better than they did. I can live with it. And once that's all dried up, got some little plates to come across here and prevent this crack from spreading any further. So the goal with that is when these two are ultimately rejoined, I know it won't be perfect, so I wanted to avoid having a sharp edge there. And even if some line can get caught there theoretically, I'd rather have that than a sharp joint coming to all the way down to the tip where that little fragment used to go. I happened to notice, I mean, I'd seen this crack before, but I hadn't noticed that there's a perfectly symmetric one. I'm trying to figure out how. That's not exactly a stress point. And nothing really attaches out there. That's where he did some deck work here on the right, but I can't think of any reason that spot would get so stressed. Oh, that would be fantastic. Can we flatten on this side? I think with the right amount of tape on the inside, that'll be okay, and then you can use beetle tape out here to help with that gap as well. It'll stick out just slightly more on the sides, but I don't think that's a fatal flaw. One of the next things I have in mind is to make some basically retaining cloth to make like a soft wall against some of the longer shelves. Got some of this vinyl stuff. Can make some long thin strips of this and then suspend some elastic cord through the upper rim and then sew that in there to try and make it so the top stays strong, and you can pull it down, tuck stuff behind it, but won't have stuff rolling about quite as much, and I think it'll make the whole cabin look a little better too. So, see how it goes. So one down, we'll see how it attaches. We'll see how it looks up on the shelf. I think if the tension can be decent, this could look really nice, especially with a good light behind it to illuminate the shelf. So we got, this is just a rough draft, but basically have it suspended here. The goal is that this little section here is removed. The goal is that it would kind of get flush with that, and you could pull it down to grab stuff behind it. So I figure we'll get this cut about to that length, put this back on, and that'll suspend that part there, and then you can grab stuff behind it, but it'll stay up a little bit. I think it'll look nice. First little section turned out pretty nice. If you want to grab stuff beneath it, it comes back up though. That came out all right. This can be a better way than having these random slip knots, but we can work that out later. Last guy wadded it all up, but reed points look healthy. Most of the cloth looks fine. Got telltales on the main, which is fun. A little bit of a bend, but you can coax that out with time. I think we got all of our slugs. Can work with that.